Ever wonder how the Covenant got Earth? Why we now curse the name Beth? If so, then sit back and listen to my story. It all started in the year 2510. The Earth was a war zone. Every day the Covenant and the humans fought each other over our precious planet. Each battle gruesome than the last. Until we finally got to the end of this main base. Till Major Beth and my father, Captain Banks, led a final charge right up to their doorstep. There was nowhere for them to run. Our strength was too mighty. We crushed the Covenant scum and their traitorous human allies and sent them back to the desolate planet they came from. Oh, how I wish I could have been there. What a glorious day it was. Too bad that happiness didn't survive the week. In fact, our victory over the Covenant was so short-lived, it was almost as if it had never happened. All on the account of a single person, Major Beth. You see, Major Beth wasn't always a despised man. In fact, he was very much loved before that fateful day. The day he was visited by 3 of our scouts. Or at least, we thought they were scouts. It turns out they were really spies of the Covenant Army, there to make a deal with Major Beth. He kills General Candon for them, they get to take over Earth, and in return, he gets to be general of both armies. I couldn't believe any of this when I first heard of it, but sure enough, Major Beth ended up killing poor Candon, and then the Covenant received her. This was 2 days after our victory that won us the war. In fact, well, we learned of it 2 days afterwards. Candon was killed the night beforehand. It was actually Major Duff who found General Candon. Here is how it happened. I'm coming. Would you hurry up and open the gate? We're late here. Well, you're gonna have to be even later because you aren't getting through this door until I say it's okay. Now then, how do I know you two are on our side? You could be assassins trying to get close to General Candon so you can kill him. We aren't assassins. If we were, we wouldn't be using the front gate to try and get to Candon. We'd be going through that very large hole in the bunker behind me. Oh, yeah. Well, I still can't let you in yet. I don't trust you. Now then, how do I know you aren't just here to try and claim you deserve some promotion? I've been told not to let any of those types through because the general doesn't want to be annoyed with that. I'll tell you why. Because I'm already a major, private, and as a major, I know when it's appropriate to ask for a promotion and when it's not. I also have to be very content with my situation on the battlefield. My next promotion would take me out of battle. You're good at this. But I've still got one last question. How do I know that you both aren't spies? You could be trained in this sort of stuff and be trying to find out our weakness so that when the Covenant attacks again, they have an advantage. I'm getting very tired of this. I'll prove that I'm not a spy by simply telling you my name. Oh yeah? And what's that? My name is Major Duff. I'm sorry, sir. I'll open the gate immediately. Finally. I'm sorry I kept you waiting with all the questions, sir. But you see, I'm not a fool. Being that can only lead you to things. A big mouth, great deal of ignorance, and your gut spilled. You were doing your job. It's good to know that not all archers are so foolish. I am definitely not foolish, because you know what else it causes? It causes overconfidence. Overconfidence is such a provoker in life, and yet provoked at the same time. You know why that is, sir? No, you can tell me later though. I really must. I'll tell you why. It's because it makes you think you can't be beaten, which is all fine until you stop practicing, because you don't think you need it. So when it comes down to being unbeatable, you won't be because you didn't practice anything. It seems to me you were one of those overconfident ones, and that's why you got stuck with guard duty. I have been acting a fool, haven't I? Well, I better let you go on your way before I embarrass myself even more. You have a good day, sir. You too, Private. And make sure you watch, and make sure you don't let that mouth of yours get you into trouble. Now we must be off to see General Camden. Right after talking to the private that Major Duff found General Camden dead. What a scene of uproar followed. Alarms were sounded. No one had a clue what was going on. The good cheer was over for everyone. Everyone but for one, and that is Major Beth. I don't know much more than this, unfortunately. You see, a few days after Duncan was found dead, some assassins were hired to kill me and my father. They ended up killing my father as he tried to protect me, give me a chance to freedom. What a sad thing that was. I learned a few weeks later after that Beth had been killed. It seems that Major Duff killed him during the attack on the Earth stronghold Dunsane. Since then, I've spent my years searching for the truth of my father's death. It won't last much longer, though, for the trail grows cold, which is why I've told you my story now, in the hopes that someone will be able to complete my tale and pass down the story of Major Beth.